The Susanna Kennedy Show. It's that Kennedy. The crazy caring cat. The Susanna Kennedy Show.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to chat to you about my healing process. So many people have asked me how I've healed and how I've managed to do it so quickly. I suppose it's by the grace of God, the universe. I think that religion, God, has had a bad rap. I prayed and I asked for answers. And I said, please, God, universe, I need help. I'm in real trouble. Please help me. I knew I was dying. And then I watched an episode of Oprah's Soul Sunday, and she had an interview with Dr.Wayne, and I found out about John of God. And so I contacted John of God and I said, please, I need your help. I'm dying and I don't know what's wrong. I need a miracle. And then I fell into wheelchair-ridden, just not able to communicate much, and ended up in ICU. They did respond in the meantime, and when I came to, I was told that I needed chemotherapy. And I took that as a sign from the universe, from God, that that's what I needed to do, because I had asked to heal, I had asked to get better, and although it went against all of my previous beliefs, I hated taking any form of medication, never mind putting something as severe as chemotherapy into my body. But I realized that in order to live, I needed to trust. And in order to trust, you need to surrender, something I'd never done before. So, although I was going against all my beliefs, previous beliefs, and doing something I never thought I would do, I had asked for help. And so I needed to now take help. And that was the help that was presented for me. It's like that joke with the guy who's in the flood and he's hanging on the tree, and this little lifeboat comes past, and they say, get on, and he says, no, don't worry, God will save me. And the lifeboat goes away, and then a ship comes past and says, get on, and he goes, no, don't worry, God's gonna save me. And the ship goes away. And then a helicopter comes past and puts down a ladder. And they say, climb up. And he says, no, God's going to save me. And he gets washed away and drowns in the flood. And he gets to heaven and he meets God and he says, God, you said you would save me. And he said, I sent you a lifeboat, a ship, and a helicopter. What else do you need from me? I guess I realized that was the thing. I was praying for help, and so I had to surrender to the help. But surrender doesn't mean you just give up and leave it in the universe's hands, in God's hands. It means that you trust that help is coming to you. And that's a very different set of rules than just allowing things to kind of happen around you. You trust that every sign, everything that is being sent your way is a gift to help you in the right direction. And that's what I realized the chemo was. And that's what I realized John of God was. And so, of course, as soon as I heard that I needed chemo, I grabbed onto my mom and Sandy and said, I need a healing from John of God before I do this chemo, because I'm going to trust in this, but I need to do this. Otherwise, I don't think everything will be okay. And then as soon as I was strong enough, I went to an amazing homeopath called Dr. Cooks, who then put me on an eating program, which then accelerated my healing a whole lot. Then I found 7.5, which is an eating system, and there's also a whole lot of supplements and things that you take, and I moved on to that, which accelerated my healing a whole lot more. And throughout the process, I was going for body talk, and I was looking after my spirit, my mind, my body, and I was going as well to a wonderful psychotherapist, Susan, for therapy every week, to a psychiatrist, so that I could keep my mind strong. Because I knew in order to heal, I would need to look after myself holistically. I needed to look after my body. I needed to look after it like it was a newborn baby that needed to be treated with absolute delicacy and care. I needed to look after my mind and keep it strong and focused and really be processing all the things that were happening to me. And I needed someone to process with outside of my family because they were scared. All my friends and family were scared. And I was being as brave as I could be. But I did need somebody to tell when I was scared. And I didn't want them to worry, my friends, my loved ones, my family. So having that person by your side during something like this is so important. And then going to Eugene for body talk, which just took care of my spirit and my memory cells and processing on a whole nother level, was just so important as well. So when people ask me about how I healed, in every way, I learned to love myself, to care for myself in a way that I'd never done before. I'd never known how to look after myself. I knew how to look after everybody else, but not look after myself at all. And this process has taught me that. It's taught me how to learn to love myself and look after myself and create healthy boundaries in a positive way. I've realized that having a boundary and saying no doesn't mean rejection. It's not saying, oh, I don't want you, or you're not good enough, or something like that. It's just saying, please respect that that's not okay for me right now, or that I don't want that right now. Learning to say no, a whole new experience for me. And I suppose in this whole process of growing in love, I want to share that with you, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to share every step of this process of healing, of finding bliss and comfort in my own soul, becoming my own best friend. I want to share some of those things with you so that hopefully I help some of you overcome some obstacles, become your own best friend, and find self-love. So I suppose this should have been part 1 on how to heal, or finding bliss, or living in love, or whatever you want to call my little segments. But that's what I'm going to be doing a lot of from now on, helping you in any way that I can by sharing as I grow and as I learn. After all, I am the eternal student and I'm just learning, just like you guys. And I just like sharing what I learn because hopefully it'll help someone else too. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for watching.
The Susanna Kennedy Show. It's that Kennedy. The crazy caring cat. The Susanna Kennedy Show.